Hello, my crafty friends. It's Jelly Bean. I am coming right back. I have been working on some little things. Like I told y'all, it is very hard in the summertime for me to craft. So, I am trying to get together the embellishment wallet tutorial and the Tear Bear tutorial. I have a list, and as soon as school starts, I'll be able to really get things out then, because while my grandson's home, it's kind of hard. But I kind of fiddle around to, it kind of eases my nerves, y'all, to craft. So I've been working on a few small things, and I'm kind of really excited about this, y'all. And you'll see why here in a minute. I've been making some paper clips, and I've got them packaged up, but I'm gonna take them out of the package so it won't put a glare on it. But I've got a few different ones. There's a couple with purple and peach, and here's one with a shell. And let me push these up. I've got 7 total. I'm going to show y'all real quick, because there's something really special about these that I'm really excited about. And each one's unique in its own way. This one come off the little card I made. Let me fix that real quick. But each one's unique in its own way. Here's a turquoise blue, and I'll tell you about them here in a second. Here is one right here, and I thought these would be really cute for a planner, because I know everyone uses the paper clips for their planners. But let me show you what's really special about these, y'all. On these, I just took a rosette, put it on the paper clip, and I just put a little circle on the back to hide the paper clip. I've got some leaves on this one, a butterfly. But every single one of these, y'all, are the little tiny round post-it notes. Look. How cool is that you can take a paper clip, put it in your journal, and your post-it notes are on your paper clip. That one's crooked now. I'm gonna leave that off. But every single one of these are post-it notes. Look, to do. And there's probably about 25 or 30 little post-it notes. I got these in the Michael's bin with the, you know how you get the pack with all the different shape post-it notes? Well, there's usually 1 or 2 little round ones. This one's got shells and a butterfly. Here, again, it's just a rosette. Put my post-it notes and some little leaves and a butterfly. On this one, I put little leaves and a flower. And then I started kind of getting carried away. You know how I get, y'all. This one is butterfly-shaped post-it notes. Let's see if y'all can see that. See all the little post-its? And then I put some flowers and the little leaves back there with a seam binding bow. This one right here, that bag of die cuts that I got at the thrift store for $1, had this shape here in it. So I put that back behind there. I put the little swirly designs I got out of that bag. Little butterfly, a flower. And look, post-it notes. See if, I couldn't see if y'all seen that. But paperclip post-it notes, y'all. I think this is so cool. And then some little swirls, butterflies, a flower. And on this one, I took some beads or flat back pearls and put in each thing around post-it notes. And this one has a shell. So I didn't put any flowers or butterfly, but I put this to make it kind of look like seaweed. Oh, I gotta glue that down. I forgot to. I went to put it in there to see how it would look and forgot to glue it. But I thought these would kind of look like seaweed, and since the shell post-it notes, look, were rainbow colored. I just use all different colors for the little seaweed. But anyway, I thought these were adorable, and I think they're cool for planners because, you know, everybody uses the little post-it notes in their planners. That's what the little pack's for there at Michael's, and I thought, how cool is that to put it on a paper clip? And those are just the small rosettes. This one I put the flat back pearls too. But these are just the, small rosettes from the Tim Holtz die that's got the two-piece rosettes, the big one and the little one, and that one's just the small one. These are probably, hang on and I'll measure them and tell you. Never find anything when you want it. I'll look here. These are about 1.5 inches wide with all the way across. They're about 1.5 inches wide. So anyway, I made those, and then I was kind of trying to do a few little cards, and I thought I'm gonna try some that's kind of clean and simple, but I don't think I really achieved that. I think it's kind of clean shabby, maybe. I made this little card. It says life is better with friends, and it's got the two little girls here. I love these little girls, and I found them online and printed them out and just cut them out, fussy cut them. But I thought they were so cute. I added a bunch of flowers, and I have a punch for this. You've seen it everywhere now. But I have a punch for this, a little punch, and I just punched it out in different colors and stuffed it in. Put some flowers, some leaves, greenery in there, some of the gold trim, the gold leaf trim, and these are some Martha Stewart butterflies, and some more of the gold leaf trim. Now I made this flower, I made this flower, I made this teeny flower. This one and this one are some of those little birdie flowers someone sent me. This is a little birdie flower, but I changed the center. But I made that one. And I have a doily back here. A pink doily, and then a smaller white doily. And then I put some of that iridescent fabric. If you can see it back there. It's kind of hard to see, but if I move it, you can see it. I put a little square of that so it would give it a little bit of fringe coming out, like, see, you can see it right there, I hope. Yeah. Okay, and then this was a sticker that I got in Iraq. And then I made this one. It says, like, this is bliss. And again, here's my little girl with, she's sitting in her bubble bath. And I put this white trim down the side. This was one of the swirls in that die cut pack that I got. This flower here I made, and this one I made. This came in a rack I got. There's a string or paper or something. I put the pink doily, I put the smaller white doily, the larger rosette from the Tim Holtz die. That's the large one. It's about, I think, 2.25 inches wide. Put some eyelash trim, and then I put the little girl on there. And then I just put various flowers, and the little punch I had, I punched out with different colors. Here's another little flower that I made here. This is a foam pink rose with the tulle in behind it. And these are some little flat flowers here and here that I got at Michael's. I made this one. I have a couple flower punches. This was a punch, and I punched out of mulberry paper and then just put a little pearl in the center. So that one and that one I did the same way. And this one here is a little flower punch, and this one here is a different little flower punch. My mother got me some flower punches when I started making flowers and enjoyed it so much. And then I made this one, which I think this one got closer than any of them to the clean and simple type. It's still not very clean. It's still kind of shabby. But I put the sticker on it, never look back unless you are planning to go that way. And the Arthur Henry David Thoreau. But I put a couple flat back pearls randomly, strategically placed, and I put some gold leaf trim. I put the this is the swimming pool blue doodlebug doily, and then the little white Martha Stewart doily, and I put my little girl. This flower come in a set somewhere, but it was white, and I spritzed it with some shimmer spray so it would match. This, I used 2 different flower punches that I had and made that flower, and then this is my little tiny flower punch, and this bow was a bow that come out of the embellishment box I got when I did my challenge. But anyway, and the dragonfly is my dragonfly punch that I do twice and then put the seed beads. But anyway, there's that one. And then I was like, okay, enough with the clean and simple. Yeah, it's okay, but y'all know my favorite, shabby. So I went shabby. And this one, I started out with a purple base, and I inked around all the edges, and I used some of that book paper and music paper that I had, that I showed y'all, that I sent out to a bunch of people. Some of it went out the day before yesterday, and some of it went out yesterday. So anyway, this was a flower I got at, I think that's some of the ones I got at Tuesday morning when I went a couple weeks ago. This was one of the flat back pearls from the pack at Michael's. These are 2 little flowers I made. This is some of the Tim Holtz botanical chipboard ephemera pieces. This is a glitter heart punch or die that someone sent me as a goodie in a swap. This unforgettable come in a little ephemera pack, and this butterfly die cut come in that pack that I got at the thrift store. This is a little pick that I got at a little dollar store. They had a bunch of them, and I just stuck that in there. I thought it looked cute, but I made a pocket so I could stick goodies in there. And I just have a couple die cuts, ephemera pieces, and I put a doily in behind there, and you can kind of see some of the book page, music pages sticking out, but that's one. And then I made a pink one, and I had a dress form, and this is some of the really pretty pink lace that Lisa made new to create sent me. I cut a little piece of that and put it there, and also the other piece she sent me I layered back here on the back. And this was some trim that I had. This was a flower that I got at Michael's a while back on sale, and I put triple thick on it. This is a little doily my mother made. She crocheted. This is one of the stickers that I copied and fussy cut out. And excuse me. And then I made a pocket on this one too. I got a button right there with a little piece of ribbon in it. But see, you can see my book pages back there. Oh, I hope. And I just stuck some little die cuts and tickets in behind there. And the little spool of thread is also an ephemera piece out of a pack that I got. And the got a pink doily and some eyelash trim, some little flowers. But anyway, there's that one. This one was a little bit more simple, but it's this is some of the crocheted lace trim, and I had this purple lace, this purple trim. I put the book pages behind it, and I inked all the edges. And this is one of the flower collages out of the little birdie packs at Tuesday morning. And then I just put one of the Dollar Tree hugs and kisses there, inked all the edges around like that. 2 more, y'all. I hope you're not getting bored. And this one I did in a vintage style. I put the book page down, I inked all around the edges, I put a little black doily, And excuse my sniffles, I'm still recovering from the last video, y'all know what I mean. But I had this doily that someone sent me in a rack, and I put one of the Tim Holtz ephemera pieces. This is a flower I made from my punch. This one is a flower I made from the smaller punch. Ephemera piece, little heart. I put the little envelope there and inked around it and put a couple little doodads in there, little pieces. This one says it takes a long time to grow an old friend. And I put this tag here with a bulb pin with a piece of twine and made with love. And my butterfly is the butterfly from my die that I cut apart. I've also got a piece up here on the corner that come in that die cut pack that I found at the thrift store. One more. This is a blue one that I made, and I covered it with the book page, inked the edges, covered it with the book page. I put this lace on here and I glued it so that it made a pocket. And then I put, this is one of the little birdie, oh, I forgot to tell you on this one, I glittered it up real good. I don't know if you can see. I used stickles. Maybe you can see a little bit. But I also glittered up this butterfly and the greenery. This is a piece of seam binding with another bulb pin, and I put this little dangle, oh lordy, my mind just went blank. One of those. Right back here is a blue flower applique, and I cut out a heart out of some of the music paper, inked the edges, put some eyelash trim around all my heart, and these tickets I inked up and I put in the pocket. And that is some of the small stuff that I've been working on, just in between doing everything that has to be done. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you like my cards. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to share it with all your friends. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a crafty day. We'll see you real soon. Bye for now.